Hello everyone, this is Absolut Drinks with Rico. I'm Rico, and today we're going to show you how to make one of the most sought after drinks in the world, the Amaretto Sour. Really velvety. Super amazing aroma because you're getting that fresh citrus zest as you smell it. You're getting those marzipan, almond flavors coming from the Amaretto. Beautifully blended together. But we're going to show you how to get that good foamy head. We are actually going to be using egg white. Also, we want to see all of your creations and all of your experimentations on social. Don't forget to tag at Absolut Vodka and hashtag Absolut Drinks. So in order to do this, I'm actually going to make 3 different versions of the Amaretto Sour. That's 3. We're just going to use different processes and techniques to get to the end goal. We are going to be shaking all 3 of these drinks. As you know, we start with our cheapest ingredient first, and that is going to be the sugar syrup. In every single one, we will put 10 ml of the sugar syrup straight in. Next up, we're gonna add our lemon juice, and we're gonna add 20 ml straight in. Next up, the Amaretto liqueur, which is an Italian almond liqueur, and we're gonna put the magic number 45 straight in. So there we have it, all 3 drinks exactly the same measurements, same proportions. These are identical. So next, we're gonna add the egg. So what's next? We're gonna add the egg white into the drink. I'm gonna separate the egg whites. Separate? That's not a real word. So now I'm gonna separate? What the is wrong with me? It's my own native tongue. Separate. First of all, we're gonna separate. Yes. First of all, we're gonna separate the whites from the yolk because we don't need the yolk. So we're gonna take our little cup here and just old school separate our egg yolks. Just by passing it to and fro, make sure not to break the yolk, and then just cut it off. The easiest thing that cuts egg white is eggshell. Next up, I'm just gonna take a little knife and I'm just gonna get in there and just chop those egg whites up a little bit. You saw how jellified they were and stuck together. Just gonna make it easier to pour. Now we're only gonna be putting egg white into 2 of these drinks, but we're not gonna stick them all in at the same time. That's because as soon as these egg whites hit the citrus juice and the alcohol, it is gonna start to cook. So if you just leave egg whites in here over a period of time, you're gonna end up with some form of like scrambled egg type scenario going on, and we don't want that. So we're gonna add the egg white to the first one, and you're gonna want roughly like 10 mils of egg white. Use this as a guideline. I mean, if you wanna stick the whole egg in, go for it. So you want roughly 10 mil. Ooh, nailed it. And we'll get that straight in. And then this first technique is the original dry shake. So you dry shake first, wet shake second. We'll go for that right now. So dry shake being shaking with absolutely no ice whatsoever. Oof, it's coming apart a little bit. But there we go. You can see we've got some beautiful foam on there, looking all luscious, and that's the egg white causing that. So now we're gonna add some ice to the shaker. And that first shake is the shake that's really gonna emulsify and get that foam in there. And now we wanna really chill it down. So we're gonna start to shake with ice, or what's commonly known as a wet shake. We only need to shake it till it really starts to go cold. Then we can pour this direct into our cocktail glass. There we go. That's what it looks like with egg white in. And I'm gonna put that to one side because while that's settling, I'm gonna jump straight in and start making the second one. And this time we're gonna use a technique which is called reverse dry shake. So, first thing we're gonna wanna do is pack this full with ice, and then what we want to do, we want to shake it to cool all the liquid down. Didn't put the egg white in. Didn't put the egg white in. As you can see, we've got a nice froth going on there. Egg white's already making those nice bubbles, looking good, nice and cold. So this is where we're gonna strain again, but directly into the cup. We're gonna get rid of that ice. And now we can do the dry shake and really emulsify everything. then there's not even any real need to go and put the Hawthorne strainer in. And you see, there's a little bit of spillage. I did that purposely, just so you can see just how much air, how much more volume you get from the reverse dry shake. And next up, we're going to do one without any egg white. If it looks like that with egg white, it's not gonna look as pretty without egg white in a glass like this. So I recommend serving your sours or Amaretto Sours without egg white, just in a rocks glass. So we're gonna shake away. And then we can pour straight in. But now we're gonna make them look super pretty. I'm gonna show you a few techniques which I like to do. For example, this one right here, the head's not super thick. So what I like to do with cocktails like this is just very simply get a nice, good quality cocktail cherry and just pop that directly in the middle. That's gonna sink down, give you a nice little treat at the bottom. Also still looks super pretty on top with that nice foam. If you've got a lot of foam going on here, there's so many different things you can do. Artwork with bitters. If we have a small pipette, you can do 3 little drops. And if you run it through with a cocktail stick, you can create some nice hearts. We've just got one with the drop on. This is purely just to do nice little drops. But what you can do, which is kind of nice, which you see in a lot of cocktail bars, is just do the stripe. So you can just go like this. Whoop. As you can see, I'm a little bit rusty, not the straightest of lines. But next up, if you've got it in a nice rocks glass, it's always nice to do a nice little lemon peel, but I want a nice big peel, so I'm gonna go around like so. This is gonna give me a nice big wide peel. We can spray some oils on like so. That's gonna give a little bit more va-va-voom. We can twist this up, put it in, and then use a nice real cherry. Stick that in like so, and you've got a nice little garnish. But we've got 3 amazing looking cocktails, all exactly the same recipe, apart from these 2 have had a little bit of egg white added to them. We've got 3 different versions of the Amaretto Sour. We may have taken different paths, but the journey still ended up with the same goal. So cheers. Oof. Next one. This is far more luxurious in mouthfeel. It feels a lot more thicker. So when we do that dry shake, it's really whipping the egg whites, getting that air in, almost getting to like a meringue consistency. But then if you don't like it, just go straight, no egg. Still a beautiful looking drink. It's not as creamy and voluptuous as these, but it's still perfectly balanced, still super zesty, and tastes exactly like an Amaretto Sour. And hey, once you're finished, you got a nice fresh cherry. Some people may say, can you use orange garnish? Yeah, you can use anything you want to garnish in these. If you want to put a cherry in there, go for it. If you want to put a lemon in there, go for it, because it's really your drink and you're the one that's drinking it at home. The Amaretto Sour. It's a sour. Nothing can go wrong with sours, guys.